Well, after weeks of defiance and the looming threat of criminal contempt, former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton now are agreeing to testify before the House Oversight Committee about Jeffrey Epstein. This dramatic reversal just 2 days before the Republican-led House was set to hold a floor vote that could have seen both Clintons referred to the Department of Justice for criminal charges. Now, basically, for months, the Republican chairman of the committee, James Comer, has tried to get the Clintons to testify, but their legal team has dismissed these subpoenas as legally invalid and politically motivated, arguing that they have no relevant information to offer. But in the wake of their missed depositions, that was 2 weeks ago, Republicans sought to hold them in contempt. And once some Democrats sided with the Republicans, the pressure was on the Clintons as to whether they would testify or see a full vote on contempt charges in the House this coming Wednesday. Now, former President Bill Clinton is, of course, mentioned many times in the Epstein files, which show that he flew to on Epstein's private plane at least 26 times. It should be noted none of those destinations were to Epstein's island, and the former president maintains that he never went to the island, and he disavowed Epstein 2 decades ago. For her part, former Secretary Clinton says she never met or spoke to Epstein. But the testimony would be a notable moment, though, in U.S. presidential history. The last time that a former U.S. president testified in front of Congress was Gerald R. Ford. That was back in 1983, almost a decade after he left office. The Clintons, for their part, tried to negotiate various deals with Comer for this testimony, which included a transcribed interview with members of the committee, as well as a timed meeting, a time-limited meeting. But Comer's refusal to budge has ultimately led then to the former first couple agreeing to all of his demands at the 11th hour. The actual details for this deposition are still being worked out as to how and when it will take place. Chairman Comer is still discussing that with Clinton's team. But if agreement isn't reached, however, by Wednesday, then the House could still go ahead with its vote on contempt